Hello again, to my future self, I guess. I apologize for the very sweatiness of my face. You see, we have no AC. It's the middle of May. And the high is 91 degrees tomorrow, so as I'm sure you can guess, it's very hot in our house right now. Today is May 13th, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to anybody who may be a mother, of my 5 viewers. If you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. It is like 10:30 at night, so obviously my lighting is not fantastic. I am currently in my sister's American Girl doll playing area. The American Girl doll boy. Yes, that is right. They have a boy. She's gonna chew me out when she sees this video. Not gonna be happy. Figure 1 video a week is something to strive for. So, it's 10 p.m., May 13th, almost a week after I posted my first video. If I don't make it now, I won't make it tomorrow. So I figure why not right now. The only thing I really have to talk about that is remotely interesting or that I will want to watch when I look back on this later is my transition. So, here goes. 19 days. I'm going with 20 days to be safe until I turn 18. My birthday is on a Saturday, so obviously I won't be having any exciting things happen on Saturday or Sunday, June 2nd or June 3rd, but I am getting my driver's license, I'm taking my driver's test on June 2nd at 9 a.m. So more than likely I will have my driver's license on my birthday, which is pretty exciting. Then on Monday morning I have my doctor's appointment at Children's at 9 a.m., June 4th, 9 a.m. That is when I will hopefully, fingers crossed, be starting hormones. Of course, it all depends on whether I can get a letter from my therapist, who I just started seeing, so it is still up in the air about whether I can get that letter. I'm hopeful, but again, 20 days and 4 appointments? It's not really on my side, but I'm still hopeful. Worst case scenario, I have to wait a couple more months. Not that big of a deal. I'm a grown-up. I can wait. Then on Monday, May 4th, after my appointment, we will be going to file for my name change at the probate court. At which point, I won't have officially changed my name, but I'll be close enough and sure enough to be like, hey, my name is Riley James Dole now, not what it was before. And then hopefully we'll get a surgery consult soon, if not immediately. And then those are the exciting things, of course. That I'm starting my new job when I turn 18. Yay me, $11 an hour. It's not a lot, but it's more than I'm making. Then I'm gonna write as many blog posts as I can, hopefully 1 a day, even though there's not much to write about. I figure it's good to get in the pattern, or just get that habit down, because it's oh no, I'm in trouble for this one. I just spilled my sister's Hot Wheels cars all over the floor, and she has a lot, so I gotta fix that. You know that thing, not thing, when you have a job somewhere and somebody calls off, your boss automatically starts looking for somebody new to cover that shift, especially if it's somewhere small. Well, we work somewhere really small. Honey Baked has 7 employees, hourly employees, 2 of which are key holders, so they're not really normal. One's a glazer, not really normal. And one is a prep person who can't use the registers. So it's really just me and one other person, and her name is not to be disclosed. But she called off tomorrow and Saturday, which was yesterday. And from what I understand, she went to the hospital, which, you know, if that really did happen, I do feel bad for her. But I also know that she recently took on a new job as a banquet server at a hotel, and she's been getting a lot of hours there. So I highly suspect that at least on Saturday she called off because she was tired. Tomorrow I have to go in from 10 to 3, which was unexpected, which of course is another reason why I'm absolutely positive that if I didn't make this video right now, I would not be making it tomorrow either, because these are things I'm not good at. Boy, this whole talking to myself thing, it's not very easy. Especially when I have no talking points, nothing to share. I have a story. Not necessarily an exciting one. Not nearly as exciting as maybe I will have in the future, but a story all the same. So, I am usually misgendered 99% of the time, even by the people who know, simply because it's not easy, and I understand that 100%, and I am totally okay with that, because I know when I start hormones, and I know when I have surgery, that it will be easier. I know that, and that is so close. I've waited so long. I am able to accept, you know, a few wrong pronouns, maybe a wrong name, maybe, but mostly pronouns. I know that that is very hard. But as I'm sure all trans people experience, I have very clear, distinct memories of the first couple of times strangers correctly gendered me, because that is really odd, you know, not normal, because I don't wear a binder, and when I do, it doesn't make much of a difference on my body. And not to mention the fact that I'm pretty feminine looking right now, which is okay, because that will change. But, so I remember the first few times very distinctly, as I'm sure everybody does, and I figured why not share them. So the first time I distinctly remember being correctly gendered by a stranger. I was at work, and I was wearing my binder. It's one of the very few times I've worn my binder to work, because it's a lot of bending and lifting, and just by the end of my shift, by the end of the 6 or 8 hours I work, my binder has moved in a way that essentially is pushing me up more than, like, holding me flat, you know? So, I was wearing my binder, and she called me sir, which I was sort of like, did I just hear that? Or did that actually happen? But I'm pretty sure it actually happened, so that made me feel good. The other distinct time I'm going to tell you, which actually happened today, so of course it's distinct, but I know for a fact that I will remember it for the rest of my life, because it's sort of like, whoa, he got it right, he didn't mean to, he didn't know better, but I feel great about myself, you know, that type of thing. So, we were in the post office parking lot, me and my dad, and I was in the passenger seat, and, sorry, I just heard my sister move in the other room. But anyway, I was in the passenger seat, and we were just sitting in the car with our the windows rolled down, and there was a guy who was very loud and excited and exuberant, telling a whole bunch of people, you know, Happy Mother's Day. If you're a mother, that is. He was always like, Happy Mother's Day, if you're a mother. My day is next month. My day is next month. Father's Day is next month. Like, yeah, you know, you're a stranger. Stop talking to me. I just want to get in my car and go. Anyway, he starts walking over to our car. He's like 10 feet away and shouts out of the blue, hey, fellas. Like, I didn't think he was talking to me or us because he was so far away and he was speaking so loudly. And we were in our car. And he approaches the car and asks for money for whatever. He was asking for money for whatever. But that's obviously not the point of the story. The point of the story is he was like, hey, fellas. Now he could only see me from here up. And sometimes I do look pretty masculine from here up. I can manage that androgynous look. But it still was pretty awesome. And even better, my dad was in the car with me, and I know he wanted to correct him and be like, she's a she. It's a she. She's not a fella. She's a she. She's a lady. But he didn't, because it would just draw more attention to the fact that draw more attention to me and that I'm trans and that my dad doesn't accept me, and that it would have drawn up a whole big long conversation with this random panhandler who was approaching us on Mother's Day. So, yeah, that was my story. Not very exciting, but I know I will remember those two things for the rest of my life. So, my goal from now on is to post on Fridays, not Mondays. I don't know if that will happen because I'm really bad at things like this, but I will try and post on Friday at the end of this week. That's what? Friday the 18th of May is when I'll be posting. I would hope earlier in the day, but who knows? I have no way of telling where my week is going. And then, of course, I'm going to post this tonight or tomorrow. I don't know why I'm telling you that. And then I'm going to post a blog post tomorrow for sure. And I'm going to try and post one every single day. But I will be updating all of these things on all of my social media, which, of course, I will put down in the description. So, yeah. If you're someone, well, anybody, follow me on all my social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're even remotely interested in hearing about the rest of my life. Like this video, you know, do whatever you feel like doing it. Just do it, you know, do your thing. I will see you next week, or at the end of this week, hopefully. But who knows? Bye.